My name is Ellen Morehouse, and this is my 7-minute video lesson plan for the Breakthrough application. And I'm going to be teaching negative numbers. So, Charlotte and Sally, what would you measure with a negative number?
Debt.
What do you mean by debt?
I mean, like when you have less money than, well, when you owe someone money.
So, you would have, like, negative money in your bank account.
Yes, like that.
Sally, what do you think?
Temperature, you measure temperature with negative numbers.
Why would a temperature be negative?
If it's less than 0.
So when it's really cold outside.
Yeah, when it's very cold.
Okay. So where do negative numbers go? Like, how are they in relation to positive numbers? If this is 0, and here's 1, 2, 3, 4, where do negative numbers go?
There.
On the negative side, to the
On
left.
the negative side. Okay. Like that?
Yeah.
Okay. And how do you get a negative number? Like, where do these come from?
When you subtract a bigger number from a smaller number.
So if you didn't have enough of something and you're trying to take away more, it would become less than 0. Okay. So let's try out some math just to get in the swing of things. So what's 2 plus 3?
5.
5. Okay. What is 1 plus 2?
3.
Okay. Cool. You guys are good at math. Okay. So here's a hard one. What is negative 2 plus negative 3?
Oh, I don't know.
Yeah. How do you do that? Okay. Here's the deal. It's really easy. Because see how these, you could write it like this. Positive 2 plus positive 3, right? And positive 1 plus positive 2.
Sure.
So if this is negative 2 plus negative 3, that's kind of the same because they both have signs in front of them and they're both the same sign. Like they're both on the same team, right? So if it's kind of the same as doing this, what do you think negative 2 plus negative 3 is?
Negative 5.
Yeah, because you can almost ignore the signs if they're the same and say 2 plus 3 is 5. Okay, what team is it on? It's on the negative team. So it's going to be a negative 5, right? Okay, so let's try that again. What is negative 1 plus negative 2?
Negative 3.
Right. How did you know that, Charlotte?
Because they're both on the negative team, so your answer has a negative sign.
Right. Okay, now let's try a harder one. What is negative 3 minus negative 2? Let's try this. What's 3 minus 2?
1.
Right. Okay. But it's really positive 3 minus positive 2, right?
Right.
Okay. So if this is negative 3 minus negative 2, what does that equal?
Negative 1.
Yeah. Right.
Because they're on the same team.
So you can kind of ignore the signs and then put it on that
3
team.
minus 2 equals 1.
Right. Okay. So let's try a harder one. What if you had negative 3 plus 5? What do you think you'd do?
Oh, I don't know.
Tricky, right?
Right.
Okay.
They're on different teams.
They're on different teams. Okay, so here's the thing. It's kind of hard to think about, so let's get up and do it.
Okay.
So sometimes in classrooms you have magical number lines that appear. Because math is magical. So, Sally, you're going to do this one. So start at negative 3. So we're trying to do the problem negative 3 plus 5. So if you're at negative 3, where are you going to go? If you're adding 5.
So I want to go in the positive direction because I'm adding positive 5, right?
Right. So let's do it.
1, 2, 3, 4,
5. So what's your answer?
2.
Cool. Okay. Charlotte, you want to try one?
Yeah.
Okay. So let's do Sally. You want to come up with a problem for her?
Okay. 4 plus negative 2.
Cool. So what direction are you going to move?
I think I need to move in the negative direction.
Yeah. Cool. So 1, 2. What do you get? Cool. So 4 plus negative 2 is 2. We haven't done any subtraction. subtraction. Sally, do a subtraction one. Let's do, okay. 2 minus negative 1.
2 minus negative 1. So I'm subtracting a negative number, so I move in the positive direction.
Right.
So
1.
3.
3, cool. Okay, so how did you figure that out? Let's Charlotte?
Well, I'm confused.
I think it's tricky too. Let's talk about it. Okay, so if you have, let's try it with 1. So if you have 1 minus negative 2, the negatives kind of cancel each other out, don't they? Because there's 2 of them. It's like they make a plus, right?
So you're moving in the positive direction.
Yeah. You still stumped, Charlotte?
No, I was thinking about teams and I got confused. But I think I get it now.
Yeah.
Because one's on the negative team and one's on the positive team.
Mhm.
It doesn't work that way.
That is tricky.
Okay, I get it now.
Okay, so let's try it. Charlotte, why don't you try one just to make sure we're clear about it?
Sure.
Okay, so let's try negative 2 minus 3.
Negative 2. So,
Yeah, perfect. Negative 5. How did you know how to do that?
because you're subtracting, so you move in the negative direction.
Okay, cool. So do you guys have any questions about negative numbers?
No.
You're experts now? Okay. So if this was a real class, your homework would be to create a problem where you add or subtract a negative number, like in the real world, like temperature or debt, like you guys said before. So that's negative numbers.